After posting my video about College Board and the 2020 AP test, I thought, that would be the end of it. But then, in YouTube's infinite wisdom, knowing that I would be the whistleblower, the bastion of hope, decided to recommend me a video by the name u/Dinosauce and how College Board is handling cheating, glitches. So I was interested. The video seemed to be pretty well put together. Even the music reminded me of many other documentaries posted on YouTube. So I gave it a quick watch and thought, you know what, that's a pretty good video. But as soon as I sat down to eat my nutritious 1 banana and 2 oranges, it hit me. Everything explained in this video showing why Dinosauce works for College Board explains why the maker of this video, ClammyM, is also Dinosauce. They thought they could pull a tricky one on us, but here's my evidence. By now you probably know that Dinosauce 313 is College Board / Trevor Packer, and they used that account to spy on and monitor cheating rings for the 2020 AP test. Now I said don't cheat, it's bad. After Dinosauce was outed to the public and basically made a fool, nobody really took him seriously anymore. I believe, seeing that, College Board launched a second initiative, believing the time between the first test and the makeup test they could do some damage control. Now this may sound like a conspiracy theory, but hear me out. First, I'll show you my evidence for why I think ClammyM is Dinosauce 313, and then I'll show you what I think they're doing. The first thing that made me think this channel was a little bit suspicious is I saw a comment that said something like, wow, you only have 5 subscribers, wow. And for a video that has over 100,000 views, that seemed a bit suspicious. And then in the reply to that comment, he said that that was a new channel. Now, if you watch the video, you would know that he brings up the point. Dinosauce created their Reddit account very close to the time AP exams went online.
I find it extremely plausible they planned this more than a month in advance and created the Reddit account back then.
The amount of stuff that he says in favor of College Board seemed a bit suspicious.
Nearly 500,000 people signed up to take an AP calculus exam. And now a pandemic spreads across the country. Are you going to just walk away with the academic blood of the classes of 2020 through 24 on your hands? Of course not. So, the show must go on.
Really? The show must go on, because taking people's $95 and then the $15 they would need to send it to their colleges instead of just refunding the money must happen. Many people are saying that the College Board shouldn't even have had the 2020 AP test if it were to go online, and I think that's a fair point. But let's take a look at the next point in this video.
So, College Board really didn't want people to cheat. Like, really. Though some people don't want to admit it, they made some smart moves in achieving this goal.
Did they? Okay, let's hear them.
Rather than spread their defenses thin to stop cheaters, College Board decided to concede a lot of what constitutes cheating.
The exams will be open book, open notes, so you can use resources from your class or teacher. You can search the internet during your exam, but we strongly advise against it. The information won't be helpful for your responses, and searching will waste valuable time.
I did mention this in my other video, how you wouldn't have enough time to answer the question. But if you've ever taken an AP exam, you know that's the way it's structured anyway. And the fact that they're making it an open notes test, it kinda seems like they're just giving themselves props. But keep watching.
College Board decided to make tests start at the same time globally. I don't really feel like this should even need commentary. This isn't College Board's fault. It was either this or no test at all.
This isn't College Board's fault. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing he's defending College Board, but it doesn't even look like he's giving credence to the thought that no test at all could be a possibility. How much money does College Board make a year again?
Over $1 billion a year.
That's what I thought.
It feels condescending beyond my control to explain that this would make cheating much easier if they did not do this.
Of course it would. But so would Open Notes test. He's not even trying to make it look like he's not working for College Board anymore. Open Notes, out of our control. Taking tests at different times, out of our control. But if students aren't even getting the same questions, and there's a question bank or multiple forms, I have no idea why this would even be a problem. Give different students in different time zones different forms. That seems obvious, right? I mean, that's what my college did for my economics exam. If colleges are giving kids large windows of time to take their tests, why not College Board? Well, if you go by this guy, apparently that's not even an option.
The average AP student without qualms regarding cheating would have a much more flippant and slangy attitude than this, probably saying something like, "Let's skirt College Board because they ain't fleek."
I know he's trying to be real here, but it really sounds
like a caricature of a movie antagonist.
As you can see, most of the criticisms for College Board are really soft. He doesn't include any hard hitters, but I think he's even sneakier than we thought. See, by discrediting Dino Sauce and saying he's obviously connected to College Board and how bad his disguise is, I think he's really trying to give credibility to himself. Why, it's the classic case of good cop, bad cop. If you take a step back and see it how it really is. And if you see it as good cop, bad cop, all the pieces really start coming into place. And I think this is a genius plan. It seems like College Board is switching up their tactics in order to get people not to cheat. And I think the nail in the coffin, proving that ClammyM is in fact Dino Sauce 313, is this meme.
The first Dino Sauce meme was taken down, but the spirit of the image will forever live on my hard drive at least.
I wonder why it would be living on your hard drive.
Dino Sauce 313.
That's what I thought. He also makes a couple arguments that he just doesn't give any evidence for, like...
These problems aside, you can't just go all Karen on College Board and demand that the IT world spit out a website that works for 100% of its users in such a short notice. It's ridiculous to demand the fixes be practically instantaneous a day after launch, as some people are. They need time to fix the major issues, hence the June makeup. And though less common, some things can't be fixed, like blatant user error, contributing to that 2% statistic. In the end, the best anyone could do in this situation is practically damage control.
No, it's not. The best anybody can do. Really. That's hard to believe, seeing as even the user error could be fixed. All of my tests were auto-submit once the time limit ran out, and all of the questions were auto-saved. So the fact that he says this is the best anybody could do is
laughable.
And the other things that I didn't really understand why he would defend the College Board for is they know exactly how many people are registered for their exams.
College Board reports only 2% of mechanics test takers had issues, but Twitter was flooded with horror story after horror story of failed submissions. The reassurance that you could file for a June retake did nothing more than fan the flames, as people even had issues doing that.
So they should plan to have that many people on their server. The fact that they could only afford the most flimsy of servers, especially to register for makeup exams, is again...
laughable.
Now, should people demand of College Board instantaneous changes?
It's ridiculous to demand the fixes be practically instantaneous a day after launch, as some people are.
Well, should they demand a test that was tested? If the test wasn't properly tested, then you'll inevitably see the test fail. And to wrap up this section and move on to why I think College Board is doing this.
As much as College Board gets hate, you've got to give them props for how far they went to not only catch cheaters, but to make cheating unviable.
Got to give them props. No, you don't. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to agree with him, and you definitely don't have to give College Board props.
Calm down and understand that this was rigged against College Board from the start.
Poor College Board. How much is it that they make a year again?
Over $1 billion a year.
But the whole thing was rigged against College Board from the start. Now, regardless of the fact that people thought the 2020 AP test shouldn't even have been held, I think the fact that they want to tell colleges the student cheated in particular really shows how much power College Board has, and they're really trying to flex on us, aren't they? But really, it was rigged against College Board from the start? How about it was rigged against the students from the start? Ever since College Board established a monopoly, off the backs of millions of students' hard work, mind you, there's really no other way kids can get good college credit before college. And remember, not all college credit is created equal. You really want to get credit for required classes that are equivalent to the AP test you would be taking. Now let's go into what they're doing, that sneaky College Board. Now if you remember, College Board really doesn't want kids to cheat.
So, College Board really didn't want people to cheat. Like, really.
And if I were the head of a billion-dollar corporation, non-for-profit allegedly, I really wouldn't want kids to cheat either. Especially if it means colleges would eventually want to distance themselves from standardized testing.
If 2020's AP scores become infamous for cheating, that's less trust in College Board in an environment where colleges are already doing away with standardized tests.
Almost romantic. The bond College Board has with money. A 45-minute test seems like it would even make it hard for kids who did do the work and are deserving of college credit to even get credit. And with the nightmare, it seems like it would be to try to actually get a makeup test. People who got 3s or 4s, who could have gotten a 5 in a regular AP test, might just stick with it.
College Board had many effective strategies. They threw all of their weight around to fearmonger.
College Board had many effective strategies, and yet they still caught hundreds, if not thousands, of kids cheating. Many effective strategies. Well, that's why I think this video is probably one of those strategies to stop kids from cheating before the makeup test. Just watch this next clip and tell me how this isn't College Board putting down their authoritarian boot and really flexing their power.
So not only are there an uncountable amount of forms, because why wouldn't they do that, but even if you manage to get people together who would take time out of their exam to stop and solve your problems for you, that is assuming you would even get a remotely similar problem to someone else, and if this attempt at cheating even has one leak to the public internet, you're guaranteed to get booted out of college, and if you're anything but a senior, you won't be able to take any College Board test for the rest of high school, and you're practically under the boot of a testing monopoly. And knowing all of that, good luck convincing people to cheat with you in the first place.
Wow. Well, thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. If you like the background, I actually just finished that video, but I saw this video and I had to make it. People seem to like my other College Board video, so I'll leave you with a meme that ClammyM includes in his video, but I'll update it for you. Studying hard for AP tests, using r/AP tests 2020 to cheat, realizing that u/Dinosauce 313 is College Board, realizing you can still use the mega threads anyway, realizing ClammyM is Dinosauce and that they're trying to close the floodgates, and if they're successful, they'll actually be able to back up their claims of ruining the lives of all the children that cheat on their exams. And that'll do it. Peace out.
Dinosauce made an Instagram, and instead of moderating what has become Reddit's last bastion of AP test takers, they opt for diversifying their social media presence? Really, College Board? You think we're that naive?